Hey mom, and hey again to anyone else practicing with me today. I'm Hannah, this is Felix, and over there we've got Baloo, the whole crew here with you today for episode 10 in the Real Yoga for My Mom Beginners series. So episode 10, I like a nice round number. We're going to wrap this series up with this practice, which is going to be nice and low to the ground. Lots of deep, juicy stretching, not much high energy here, so it's going to be a really nice one to end the Mom Beginner series. So when you're ready, grab your stretchy pants and I'll meet you on the mat. Alright guys, we're going to start in a comfortable cross-legged seat. So when you're ready, come down onto the mat. If you want to use a blanket here again to sit up on, you're very welcome to go grab that now. So grab anything you need. You can pause the video. The beauty of practicing over the internet. All right. And then when you're ready, get situated. Cross your legs comfortably and just take a deep inhale breath to lengthen up through the spine. Sit up tall. And then exhale, relax the shoulders down, draw the elbows down, and just close the eyes here. We'll start with a little bit of a connection to our breath. So keep breathing in deeply with a long, slow exhale. And just think about sitting up really tall. Feeling the lower part of the body heavy, tucking the chin in slightly towards the chest, just to find a little extra length in the back of the neck. So it almost feels like someone's sort of pulling you up from a string attached to the top of the crown of the head. But at the same time, we're really grounded here through the sit bones, which means that the butt is nice and heavy. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, release. And open the eyes gently. Nice. Let's take an inhale breath, reach the arms up to the sky. And exhale, let the fingertips lower. Nice. Again, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, lowering. This time, inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky. And exhale, twist to the left. Right. Doesn't really matter. Left hand will come to the right knee. Right hand comes behind you. On your next inhale breath, again, find this length. Find that string again that lifts you up from the crown of the head. And then exhale, draw the belly button in. See if this gives you some space to go a little further into the twist. Nice. Big breath in. Exhale, twist. And then next inhale, reaches both arms back up to the sky. And exhale, come to the other side. And if you went the wrong way the first time, it doesn't matter. In yoga, every time we do things in balance. I don't want to say every time, but we like to balance things out. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, draw the belly in. Maybe look over the right shoulder, left shoulder. Wow, my left and rights is not happening for me today. You know what I'm talking about. Inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. And exhale to bring the hands all the way back down. All right, cool. From here, take the hands to the knees and then drop the right shoulder to the left knee. Nice. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, other side. Left shoulder, right knee. Inhale, lift up. Then exhale. Nice. Inhale, lift. Exhale, try to keep both sit bones planted down as you do this. Let's go one more round. And next time you're lowered, send the body all the way forward and through, and then all the way up and around. Draw the belly button in. Inhale to come forward. Get the elbows into it like little spidey arms. And exhale, draw the belly in. Nice. Keep moving with your own breath here. So we inhale as we come forward and through. Those elbows do some funky stuff. And then exhale, draw the belly button in, round through the spine. So think cat-cow with your movements here. And if you've got a hang of it, you can close down the eyes And just really feel into the movement of the spine, maybe the movement in the hips, the torso, maybe even those spidey arms. Nice. And then we'll switch it up, go the opposite direction. So the breath remains the same. Inhaling forward. And exhale, rounding through, shoulders move apart. Beautiful, keep going. Find a bit of a rhythm, there's no need to go super fast. You can take your time, really feel into the movement. You can get the head and neck involved if that feels nice. One more breath in. And we'll exhale to come back through center. Sit up nice and tall again, close the eyes. Just take a moment, notice how you feel. And then from here, we'll release the legs out in front of us. Great. So send the legs out long. If you still have the blanket and you still want to keep that underneath your butt, go ahead. If you don't have a blanket, physically move your butt meat out of the way and feel like you're sitting up really nice and tall here. So we sort of dabbled in Dandasana last week. We're not going to do the full extension of that pose, but see how much lift you can find through the spine and ground down through the sit bones. And then hug that right knee in. Hey Felix, he's wanted to join us again. Beautiful. So right knee hugs into the chest and then send the foot up and over the left thigh. Beautiful. So from here, we really want to press into the right, again, big toe side of that foot so that the foot is really flat on the ground. At the same time, we want both butt cheeks to be flat on the mat as well. And then wrap the left arm around the right thigh. Send that right hand behind you. Try to keep it close to the spine, not super far back. And we'll do that so we can inhale, lift up really tall, and then exhale again to find this twist. So spine is lengthened, crown of the head is long, and then we turn to maybe look beyond our right shoulder. But again, try not to crank the neck here. Just find what feels comfortable. Find a nice gentle twist. If you've got more in you, you can hook the outside of the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, but it's just an option if you've got extra twisty spine. Beautiful. And then we'll come back through center, take a hold of that leg, bring it up and over again, and then send the sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh and the knee out long. Beautiful. If you're on your mat here, just sort of shuffle so that you feel like your torso is in line with the long edge of the mat. It doesn't really matter, but if you like to stay within your mat boundaries, it's kind of nice. All right, so we've got the sole of the foot in. Again, either grab your blanket or send your butt meat out behind you. And then we'll start to lean towards our extended leg. So for some of you, you'll be able to bring the forearm down here with ease and it will be really chill. For the rest of us, maybe we'll just stay up here. So just come down to a sort of leany position that works nicely for you, that you don't really feel like you're, I can't think of the word, but that your spine is not collapsing. So find a position where you can still sit up nice and tall. Take your right hand, bring the hands underneath the left rib cage, and then physically rotate your ribs up towards the sky. So we've got this openness in the chest here. And then wherever that arm is, try to keep it to the inside of the leg. Inhale to reach the right arm up high, find length through both sides of the torso, and then exhale to lean over. Find a nice big side body stretch. And then this is a really big stretch. Again, some of you will be able to hook the toes and fully ballerina out this pose, but for the rest of us, you can even just let that top arm hang out. Just keep finding this lift and this openness in the chest. Nice, big breath in here. And then exhale to take the top hand down, sit back up again. again, take a moment just to notice how both sides of the body feel. Great. And then if you shuffled, we'll shuffle back so that we face the short edge of our mat again. And we'll come into a forward fold that we call Janu Sirsasana, or head to knee pose. I like it to call it head to maybe my knee will be near my face one day pose. So if this is you, I've been there, take the fingertips to the inside of both the leg and the knee, and then turn your body towards this area. Start to walk the fingertips down. If this is as far as you come, this is totally fine. And we do this just to kind of lock our hips in line. And then from there, start to walk the hands towards the extended leg. Inhale to find a lift up through the chest and length through the spine, and then exhale as we begin to slowly lean forward. And if you're like, oh, there's no way, and you're getting that really round spine, you can start to bend the leg, you can grab a hold of the foot, just try to find this length. And then once you've got that, release the head and the neck down so you find a nice stretch. Janu Sirsasana. Of course, if you've got more, you just come down to the level that's working for your body today. Connect back with the breath. In the head to maybe my knee one day will touch pose. Walk the fingertips back up. Beautiful. And then from here, hug the right knee back in. Give it a kiss and cuddle. Mwah. Say thanks for being awesome. And then send it out long. Cool. You can rearrange some stuff. Give everything a bit of a shake, a bit of a wiggle, just whatever you need, whatever feels good. Reset. Find your Dandasana temporary pose. And we'll hug the left knee in this time. So really squeeze it in and then send that foot up and over. Again, we're really pressing into the big toe side of this foot, so the whole foot is grounded down and both our butt cheeks are on the mat as well. Nice. Sit up tall. Hug the left knee in with the right arm as much as you can, and then lift up through the spine. Take the left hand behind you, close. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale again to find your twist. On every inhale, try to think of each vertebrae separating and growing taller. And then as you exhale, squeeze the belly in to give yourself the space to twist a little further. Breathing deep. Nice, and then gently moving back through center. Take a hold of that foot to lift it up and over, and then send the knee out to the side. The sole of the foot comes in towards the center. Great, so I'm facing the wrong way now, so I'm going to do a full turny situation. But you might have just needed that little shuffle to bring you lengthways across your mat, and we'll set up for a side body stretch. So with the sole of that foot in towards the center, try to keep some grounding in that left thigh bone, and then either the forearm happily comes down to the mat without compromising is the word I was thinking of, compromising the spine, or you're all the way up here and this is totally fine. It's a happy place to be. So choose your weapon. Left fingers grab the right ribs, and we physically turn our ribs towards the ceiling or the sky, wherever you're practicing. Nice. The right arm is to the inside of the right leg. Those toes are just a little bit active. Inhale to reach the left arm up high. Find space in the chest, lean back, and exhale to find your side body stretch. Whew. And again, for some of us, we'll be able to bind and reach the toe and look like a full-on ballerina. But if you are going to do this, try not to fold forward. So we really want to target this whole side part of our body, our ribs. And if you just want to let that top arm chill out, go for it. You'll still get a big stretch. Find your breath. Give your armpit a bit of a sniff. Mine's good. And then gently make your way out of it. I like to always stay just for a moment because it feels really good to just lengthen through both sides of the body. Great, and then we'll shuffle back. Excuse me while I go all the way back to the top of my mat. Oh, Felix, did we disturb your slumber? Sorry, buddy. Okay, so we've got the left foot into the right thigh. We're facing forward this time. Our butt cheeks are back behind us, and we bring both hands into the space between the knee and the foot. And then we lean forward into this space, just for some happy hips, and then walk the hands to either side of our extended leg. And again, this might be way enough for you. You might even be up here, and this is totally cool. So as long as you can keep length through the spine and you're reaching your heart forward, you'll start to feel a stretch regardless of where your face to leg ratio is at. If you really want to bring your face to your leg, you have this great urge to do so, you can bend the knee and then give your knee a kiss, do whatever you want down here. Keep this length. Or if you have the flexibility, of course, straighten through the leg, but keep finding this lift up, spread the collarbones apart so you know that your spine is not compromised. And then when you've got all of that in check, release the head and neck down and just find the version of the pose that works for you today. Deep breaths. And then we'll walk the fingertips back up to meet the body. Bring that left knee in, give it a hug, a thank you kiss. We'll send both legs out long again. So much shuffling today. We'll come back to sit in the middle of our mat. So our mat is long so that our legs, oh no, we're doing this one, can go out to the sides. All right, so if you've got that blanket, it's a really great idea to bring your blanket underneath your butt here. If you don't have a blanket, it's also nice to just lift your butt up, send it back behind you, and then come to sit back down again so that all of that butt juice is out of your way. For me, I don't have much space in this pose. My pelvis is just not really engineered for my legs to go all the way out here, and this is totally fine. It's yoga, it's not a competition, so if your legs are like here, cool, this is where you're at today. So everyone find your spot. Don't go 110%, just enough that, you know, we're beginners, we don't want to kill ourselves. Make sure that butt is back behind you. And then again, fingertips come forward. If you're not already like, if this is really intense, you bring the hands behind you, you roll the shoulders back, you lift the chest, and this is your position today. You breathe and try not to think about how much this really sucks. So this is a happy place to live. Or fingertips come forward, same thing, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, and then just come to where is comfortable. Make sure both toes are just a little bit happy, and this will keep our thighs from rolling out to the sides. We want them sort of to draw in towards the midline. And then once you find that spot where your spine really wants to start curving, this is where we end and we close the eyes and we just release the head. And if it feels nice to take a bit of movement, of course, go ahead. And alternatively, if you're one of these pancake people that can get all the way down, do some crazy stuff, you know, if that's good for you, then go for it. Everyone's body is different. Everyone's practice is at a different level. So wherever you're at, see if you can close your eyes if you haven't already, and just notice your breath. Notice what thoughts are coming up. For some reason in forward folds, we just have this great desire to face plant whatever it is. We're looking at the floor, our legs, whatever. So if the eyes are closed, it really doesn't matter how far down you are, doesn't matter how long it's going to take to get there. You can really just go inward, focus on how it's feeling. And for me, it's starting to feel, so let's open the eyes and walk the fingertips back up to the center. Big deal, right? Take the hands behind the knees, bend the legs in. You can take the legs out in front of you again and give them a quick windshield wiper from side to side before squeezing the butt up towards the edge of the mat and squeezing the knees in. Oh yeah, that's gonna feel super nice. Hug the knees into the chest, give yourself a bit of a wiggle, take whatever you need. And we're gonna finish today's practice in a super common beginner's inversion pose called bridge. It's also a little bit of a back bend. So when you're ready, take the feet to be flat on the mat, and we want them to be really close to our butt, or close enough that the ankles are underneath the knees. So for some of us, our fingertips will skim the heels. If you know your body and you have short arms, for me, if my fingertips can touch the heels, my heels are actually too far in. So just find where you feel like your ankles are underneath your knees. Feet are hip distance apart, so give them a bit of space. From here, tuck the shoulder blades underneath you so the chest feels really lifted, and then press into the palms of the hands. All right, so we'll set up with a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, draw the belly in just gently, and then keep that contraction as you press into the big toes, and inhale, lift the hips up off the earth. Nice. You might want to tuck the shoulders under even more. Beautiful. Keep really, really pressing into the feet. Lift the chest towards the chin, and then lift the chin up towards the sky. Feel like you're squeezing something in between your thighs, but they're not squeezing together. Maybe like it's a watermelon or an X's head. Nice. Breathe in. And exhale, we'll lower down super gently, super slow. Feel the spine touch the earth, and then the butt comes down. Nice. Knock the knees in together, walk the feet about mat distance apart. Great, and then we're gonna do that one more time. So walk the feet back in, hip distance apart, tuck the shoulder blades under, press into the hands, and on an inhale, press into the big toes, lift the hips up to the sky. Nice. This time you can stay here, or you can try to interlace the fingers underneath the back. Maybe this means you can tuck the shoulders under even more to lift up. Nice. Really keep pressing to the feet. See how much you can sort of release the butt muscles. So they'll still be slightly activated, but this will really make it feel like you're pressing into the legs work. Breathe in and gently release the hands as you exhale, and super slow motion, start to roll the spine down along the mat. Butt comes down last. This time, bring the feet together, let the knees go wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands come to the belly here, and come back to the breath. Nice. Start to send the feet out long, 1 foot to each corner of the mat. Let the arms go wide by the sides. Take up space. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let your whole body relax down into the earth. Really feel the whole body start to soften. And if you've got the time today, set yourself a little timer, maybe just 5 minutes, to lie here in Shavasana, which is the final pose of any full yoga practice, where we let the whole body absorb the benefits of the practice that we just did. And at the same time, we let the mind try to focus on the breath. Of course, we end up focusing on what we're having for dinner and what appointments we have this week and all those sorts of things. But it does give us a moment to maybe let those things drift away. As you inhale, think the word let, and exhale the word go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Stay here for as long as you need. Or if you need to go, start to bring the hands together. Thumbs come to the third eye. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Namaste. So guys, that was the practice. That's the end of the Real Yoga for My Mom Beginners series. But don't despair, I'm planning on doing lots more videos for the channel, Real Yoga. And yeah, they're gonna keep on coming every Friday. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about the videos. I'd love to get your feedback. And if you have any questions or any requests, send them through and we'll see what we can come up with. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Feel free to practice any of the series in any particular order, or they've been set up from 1 to 10 in a way that you can pretty much power through the whole thing and experience a full yogi class. So good luck with your yoga practice. I'm super proud of you for coming and doing this with me over the last couple of months. It's really been incredible. And I will see you again on the mat soon. Namaste.